morning, and you join me on the train up to Manchester Piccadilly. It's currently 10 to 10 in the morning, so managed to get into London and then back out of London fairly quickly. We're off to go and collect a coupe slash hatchback style car today, so I will catch up with you when we're at the auction site and when we're picking up the car. Righty then, join me in slightly rainy Manchester, coming to pick up this coupe hatchback thing. I've been told that this is in L, so I'm at M. I think I might have gone past it already, but we shall see. Oh no, L is round here. So I bought this 3 days ago. Had a bit of a torrid time sorting out problem cars yesterday, so I didn't manage to get up here. But fingers crossed this isn't horribly blocked in and this is nice and easy. Chances of that are pretty slim, but never know. Quite a busy auction site on a Friday when there's not really much else going on, which is, I suppose, a good sign. It means that they're really on it. I think I've just spotted our car as well. Squeeze through. Rather nice looking Audi A6. Yeah, here we go. Alright, so this is what we've bought online, sight unseen, but they've got their own little checks and things. It's this Vauxhall Astra GTC. I've always quite liked the GTCs. Astras have never really been a big thing for me, but fold that in so I don't bosh it. But condition-wise on this one, all looks good. It said on the report that the roof might need painting because it's got a bit of contamination. Can't really spot that at the moment because it's a bit dusty. But all in all, at the moment, looks like a very decent car. Let's try and unlock it. Yeah, all good. Yeah, it looks very nice. It's a 1.4 turbo, so I've always steered clear of the 1.4 turbos in Vauxhalls because from previous experience, not through my own dealership, but through working for other people, they have a bit of a tendency to blow head gaskets if they're not properly looked after, but this has got full service history with it. So I'm hoping that that's all, fully accurate and means that it's actually a really good engine. But righty then, pulled it out of that space because that was the world's tightest parking space, so surprised I managed to get it out without scraping the car next to it, but thank God I did. Right, it's got a locking wheel nut. Interior is a bit sort of grubby, to say the least, but apart from a little bit of cracking on that bolster there, which we already knew about from the report, looks in decent nick. Everything seems to work. Screen works, which we've had problems with on Insignias in the past, so promising start. I'll pop the bonnet. Have a quick look under there. It says that the rear tyre on this side, so it might be a tyre pressure monitoring issue, but it's saying that that's got 14 psi in it, and I mean it may be slightly underinflated, but that's 25 psi, not 14. So I'll try and reset that, see if that sorts itself out, and work out how to open this bonnet. Oh, it's not got gas struts. 2 seconds. There we go. Right, nice close up of the scuttle there. Right. So first things first. No obvious signs of head gasket failure. Number 2, we have got oil right at the top, which is good. We have got coolant just below the maximum, which is also good. We have got a pump of some sort. It's a bit odd to be under there, but yeah, anyway, I'm going to chuck that in the car just in case it's related to anything, but I'm really hoping that that's just an oversight by the guys here, and everything else seems okay. It starts up absolutely fine. Just grab the key, just start it up, make sure there's no horrible, obvious smoky bits. Yeah, bonnet open, we know that. Almost half a tank of fuel. How do you skip through those? Yeah, so it says 13 psi on the near side rear tyre, don't think so. Yeah, no other warning lights. It's done 55,297 miles so far. Add another 300 onto that by the time I'm back home. In comparison to some of the cars that we pick up, that sounds sweet as anything. So fingers crossed that this gets me back in one piece. I may stop and have a little update on the way, but if not, I will see you back at site. Good morning, and you join me a week later from the start of the video. So we've had a bit of a hectic week, so I haven't had time to do this sort of update and catch up. So at the start of the video, you saw me pick up this Vauxhall Astra GTC, and the clip prior to this would have shown that I found something lurking just under the bonnet, or on the scuttle under the bonnet just there. Turns out that was a camshaft position sensor, so it's obviously been changed because it's got a new one on there. But good news is that it doesn't seem to be bodged or sort of gotten rid of because of that issue, because it drove absolutely fine all the way back. No warning lights, and in terms of the other bits of driving, so no knocks or rattles, steering was perfect, and engine pulled like a train. So fingers crossed when that goes through its checks with the garage that's nice and simple. And yeah, there's only a couple of bits that we've noticed in terms of bodywork. Unfortunately, it means that we're going to have to replace the grille, because it's got a crack in it there, and there is a small crack in the bumper, but we're probably going to have to get that done as well. But the grille, even though it looks like this little piece just here, it actually goes all the way back to here and then bolts in under the bonnet just there. Other bits that have been happening, we've sold the 108, so little 40,000 mile 108, just sold that for £6,000. Customers asked for a couple of new tyres on the rear, just because on the MOT they're saying that they're slightly cracked and perished, which there's a couple of little cracks in there, but we're going to replace those with Continentals as they requested, so all included in the price. And the other car that we sold recently is another purple one. Is this Renault Scenic that we picked up from Newcastle? Fairly certain it was Newcastle a week or so ago. Put it up on Auto Trader and actually put it up for what they claimed was £700 above the retail valuation, but because of the low mileage, so 44,000 miles, and the condition of this car, even though it's got a couple of marks, I mean it's an 11-year-old car that's done 44,000 miles, it's not going to be 100% perfect, but we had 4 different people looking at it saying that they were going to come back to us, and then yesterday somebody popped in and basically said, yep, I'll have it. Only proviso was that we get the cam belt done for them, because we've got no record of it being done in the last 11 years. Doesn't mean it hasn't been, but always better to be safe than sorry. Only other thing that's going on today really is that the Vauxhall Adam, 44,000 mile Vauxhall Adam that's up for £5,000 or 4,990. Got an appointment on that today, so fingers crossed that that goes out relatively soon. There's a couple of little jobs that still need doing on that, so the what's it called, master cylinder for the clutch is, I would say, weeping, because every sort of 10th press of the clutch it goes to the floor, and then you can pull it back up with your foot or your hand, and then it works absolutely fine again. So it's not unsafe as such, but it definitely needs doing. So that'll be another week before that can actually go out, even if we manage to sell it today. Other than that, got a couple of part exchanges. You've probably seen the Scenic if you watched any of the previous videos, 150,000 mile, but 7-seater, in good condition, runs really well, drives really well, no real issues with it. And this Ford Fusion, which is 120,000 mile Ford Fusion. Nothing all that special, but again, 1.4 diesel, so it's a Peugeot engine. Really, really well renowned. They tend to go on forever. Looks like it's got a bit of an oil leak out the front, but we're going to get that all checked out, make sure that it's a perfectly safe and usable car for somebody for the next few years. Done a little bit of shifting around, so front of the site's now got a few new cars on it. We've nearly sold this Panda about 3 times over now. First of all, it was to Eurostar, and then to another couple of people that then, you know, sort of radio silence after you've gone, yep, we're looking looking for X amount of money, and then they go completely silent. Other than that, nothing else much going on. We've had to take the Mini Countryman back from the customer because unfortunately had issues, and she decided to exercise her right to reject under the Consumer Rights Act, which, you know, other than a bit of to-ing and fro-ing in terms of mileage charges and things like that on there, we've given her money back for it. So it's a shame, but these things happen in this business. So hopefully I will be posting another one of these fairly soon, and we'll catch up then.